What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Boxing, and we're back with another banger, baby. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday. Yeah, man. So we're here, man. We're gonna talk about a lot of new deals in boxing, man. I know you guys been wanting to get to it, man. We're here. I'm gonna definitely talk about it, man. And without further ado, man, I just want to know that, I want you guys to know that, man, I'm gonna be going on live more and more, man. Like I said, man, I think this is my third live stream this week already. Like I said, I caught a couple live streams in the morning. Some of them are, they're gonna be in and out. Some of them are gonna be crazy, man. Some of them are gonna be like, spontaneous live streams, man. But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna be here to talk about a lot of stuff with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so, man, because you guys deserve to hear the real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna talk about any other channel's whole thing. It's my channel. It's all about Corley Boxing here, baby. But shout out to everybody else that's doing their YouTube thing, man. All the love to them, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. PBC on Fox, dude. New deals, man. All about the new deals, man. Man, they're looking good, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. They're looking real good right now, man. And yeah, man. Right now, I truly think that with their whole new deal and stuff like that, man, I think they got a good thing going right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, says Corey Lee Boxing back with another banger. Press that like button on the way in. Yeah. What else we got here, man? DHSB says, what up, Corey? Oh man, you already know, man. We doing good over here, man. We doing real good, dog. No Name Rose D says, hello, Corey in chat room. How you doing, No Name Rose D? How's everything going with you? I hope everything's going good in your life, Ronald Fingers is Corey Lee. Boxer says, gang, new media. Jaron Ennis this Friday on Showbox. Ooh, I can't wait, man. That was a good fight he had with the undefeated guy about I think it was maybe his last fight on Showbox. Man, he got him out of there, dog. He got him out of there. I think the guy was from Key West, Florida. But yeah, man, he got him out of there in devastating fashion. And that was a really good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? He got him out of there really, really quick, man. Yeah, man. So Thomas Moreland says, talk that boxing. Oh, you already know, dog. Come on, Thomas. What's going on, Thomas Moreland, man? I hope everything's going good. Like oh shit says in the chat, my wrench squad, he says smack the hell out of that like button on your way in. It is free of charge, you guys. So hit that like button on your way in, you guys. Come on, man. Show some love. Ronald Finkley says, yes, sir. Don Banks says, salute. You already know, dog. You already know, man. It's to be saluted here in Corley Boxing, man. Because guess what? We're getting it in, man. And like I said, man, I'm gonna keep doing this thing for you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, man, Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence is a done deal, man. From what I'm hearing, man. Like I said, I went live yesterday, man. Yesterday morning. My signal wasn't as good, so I didn't go live for that long. If you couldn't hear me, sorry. But yeah, man. It's looking like Mikey Garcia, well, it is. It's in facts. It's in black and white, man. He's going to take that Errol Spence challenge, you guys. What do you guys think about that, man? Before we go down the list on all the other PBC fights on Fox, because we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. But what do you guys think about Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence, man? Is he biting off more than he can chew? That being Mikey Garcia, because we all know Errol Spence is the favorite going into that fight. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is the betting favorite going into that fight, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. He's the bigger, stronger, more, fighter. You know what I'm saying? But is he the smarter fighter? Is Errol Spence the more smarter, more technical savvy fighter than a Mikey Garcia? Mind you, Errol Spence went to the Olympics. Mikey Garcia did not. But Mikey Garcia fought A-class talent in the amateurs, a la Terrence Crawford and a slew of other amateurs he fought, you know? So Mikey Garcia definitely has a pretty good resume when it comes to amateur experience. You know what I mean? You got to give him that, though, man. You got to give him that, man. And to be honest with you, I really like what I see with with Earl with Mikey Garcia. But I really want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Mikey Garcia is biting off more than he can chew, man? I mean, wow, dude. It's a big feat, man. This is a lot to ask for a guy like Mikey Garcia, man. Ronald Finkley says, we on point, Corey Lee. It's popping on this boxing. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let me go down, Mikey Garcia's resume. And let me pick apart Mikey Garcia's resume for you guys, man. Let me pick apart while we're on live stream. Let me pick it apart for you guys, man. You know what I'm saying, doggy? You know what I mean, broski? But yeah, man, right now it says Mikey Garcia says, I have everything to beat Errol Spence Jr., man. That's what he says, you guys. Mikey Garcia put 7 hours ago on his Twitter feed, we're back. March 16th, 2019, history will be made. Hashtag Team Mikey Garcia. Hashtag La Family Garcia. Hashtag RGBA. And then he put another hashtag in Spanish, man. But wow, man. Wow. That's all I can say, you guys. It's going down March 16th, you guys. Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr., you guys. Some of you guys asked for it. Some of you guys say we're going to hold Mikey Garcia accountable for his actions and for what he said. And, man, we got to see, man. We got to see, man. Is this more than what he can, possibly, bite off, man? Is more than he can chew, unbiased or biased boxing talk, man. Had to get you in there, dog. He says even sparring experience, Edwin Valerio and Madonna. Yes. R.I.P. to Edwin Valerio, excuse me if I'm butchering his name. He was one of the best Spanish fighters to ever live, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He died at an early age. He died in the prime of his career. We all know that he beat DeMarco. He gave DeMarco his first loss. And, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. He was ahead of his time, man, and a lot of things he was doing, man. But Mikey Garcia definitely sparred him. Sparring guys like that, would definitely get you ready for Errol Spence, man. But sparring guys like that will not allow you to beat Errol Spence because, just sparring alone, you're only going to learn but so much. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in there in a real switch situation, man. You're going to have, if that fight happens at Dallas Cowboy Stadium, which is saying that it might, Dallas Cowboy Stadium is going to be screaming for Errol Spence's name. And I think Mikey Garcia has a lot of, Spanish fans as well over there at in Dallas, man. What do you guys think? Do you guys think if the fight happens in Dallas, do you guys think that there'll be more fans for Mikey Garcia? Or do you guys think that there'll be more fans for Errol Spence Jr., you guys? Smash the hell out of that like button on your way in, you guys. And thanks so much. For real, man. Right now, we only got 6 thumbs up, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's get it in, man. Come on, man. Smash that like button for me. Come on, you guys. Come on, smash that like button. Let's get it, bro. Thomas Moreland says, Mikey looking at that bag. Yeah, but shit, I mean, Mikey Garcia could have fought probably about, I'm not going to say because it is going to be on pay-per-view, so you really never know how much money they're going to make at the whole end of the scheme of things. But, I think that bag will be pretty good, man. I think Mikey Garcia's bag will be really good. And I think he'll get paid really, really good for that fight, man. I really, truly do, man. In my personal opinion. But, like I said, Mikey Garcia is taking this fight because of his because he said he wants to be challenged. You know what I mean? Do you think Mikey Garcia is challenging himself too much? I mean, that could possibly happen too. Don Banks says, man, he done bit off a piece of poison. You think so? You think so? You think he bit off a piece of poison? Possibly. Ronald Finkley says Mikey got to get the bag syndrome. I mean, yeah. Both of you, Thomas Moreland and Ronald Finkley, shout out to you guys, man. Both of you guys are saying that he's doing this because of the bag is so enticing. You know, this is going to be Mikey Garcia's first pay-per-view, and this is going to be Mikey Garcia's all-time biggest payday, and Errol Spence's first pay-per-view, and Errol Spence's biggest payday. At the end of the day, you guys, does Mikey Garcia have enough to not only dethrone Errol Spence, but possibly knock out Errol Spence? What do you guys think about that? I've heard a lot of fans saying that TKO or KO by Mikey Garcia in the 7th round. I've heard Errol Spence, you know, TKO or KO, you know, and in the 3rd or 4th round, early stoppage from Errol Spence. I've heard both sides of it. What do you guys think in the comment section? And women, you know, shout out to the women in there that check out Corey Lee Boxing, man. I do it for you guys. Vato Loco says, Corey Lee, new sub, amigo. Okay, I'm going to say it first. Mikey Garcia sees something. He sees a flaw in Errol Spence's game. Him and Robert are two great boxing minds. Spence will lose. Wow. You think so, man? You think so? Wow, Vatos Locos. Wow, man. You think Mikey Garcia and Mikey? So, what kind of game plan, Vatos, do you think that Mikey Garcia will come in there with? Do you think he'll come in there with the boxing first, punch later type of mindset? Or do you think he's going to be more of a counter puncher and more like laid back and wait for, you know, Errol Spence to make his move? You know what I mean? Because Mikey Garcia is a great counter puncher as well, you know. But Errol Spence is a great body puncher as well, too. So, you know what I mean? And we've all seen Mikey Garcia look a little flabby in the stomach area. Come on now. He only first started doing push-ups last training camp. I mean, sit-ups. Last training camp, you guys. Before that, he never did sit-ups. You know, he just started implementing sit-ups in his game plan last fight. You know, I truly think Mikey Garcia knew that he wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. last fight. And from what I'm hearing, you guys, this fight will be a 50-50 split. 50 of the proceeds will be going to Mikey Garcia, and 50 of the proceeds will be going to Errol Spence. Managed by Al Heyman by both fighters. Okay? This is an Al Heyman special, you guys. Organics Herbal Supplement says Texas Cali rivalry. It's real. Wow. You think okay. Herbal supplements. Ronald Finkley says, yes, indeed, Vato. I get that shit. Wow, you think so, Ronald Finkley? You think Errol Spence is gonna lose? Because Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia's his trainer have great minds. You think so too? Fred Thomas says March 16th is the Mexican Independence Day massacre. Wow. But for who though? You know? Miss Boxing Fanatic. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Great to see you back, Miss Boxing Fanatic. Great to see you back. I hope all is well. I really, truly do hope all is well. And yeah, man, you know, Miss Boxing Fanatic has been on the show. I mean, well, she's you know, she's been a long time listener on the show, and she's donated, you know, numerous times to the show. And shout out to Miss Boxing Fanatic, you know, definitely a really, really good friend of mine on this boxing ish. Ronald Finkley says, hit that like boxing heads and bang new media. Yeah, smash that like button for me, you guys. Come on, you guys. I know you guys got some love in your hearts. Don't hate too much. Unbiased Boxing Talk says, Corey, how many rounds do you think it will go? Ah, man, it's dicey, man. It's dicey, because you got both fighters right now that actually think that they can win. Mikey Garcia would not have taken this fight if he did not think he was going to win, you guys. I mean, you got to put that into, perspective. You got to put that into perspective, you guys, because let's be honest, man. Mikey Garcia is not going to just take this fight if he thought he was going to lose, if he thought he was going to get stopped, any of that. You know what I mean? Because, Mikey Garcia is a very intelligent boxer, is a very intelligent man in general. He's a very, very intelligent man. You know what I mean? And I just truly think that, I just think he's ready. I think Mikey Garcia is more ready. I think Mikey Garcia is more ready than he'll ever be. You know what I'm saying? Because Mikey Garcia is in the prime of his career right now, man. He knows he's not going to get any better than he is right now, you guys. Do you guys think that Mikey Garcia is catching Errol Spence a little early? What do you guys think, you guys? Do you guys think Errol Spence has a little bit more learning to do? I don't think Errol Spence has reached his full potential, in my personal opinion, you guys. And for that fact alone, I think Mikey Garcia is picking Errol Spence at the right time, whether he wins or loses. Whether he wins or loses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out, man. Sending some links out right now. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? Let me read some of these chats out here for you guys. Vatos Loco says, if the fight is in Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Stadium, the crowd will be 50-50. It will be huge. I can't wait. I'm going to go. I'm saving my money now. Wow. Salute to Vatos Locos, man. He dropping them dimes, dog. Ronald Finkley says, salute at Miss Boxing Fanatic. Shout out to Miss Boxing Fanatic again. Biased Boxing Talk says Errol Spence stopping him in the 6th or 7th round. Wow. You only got Mikey Garcia, a 4-time world champion, 39-0 with 30 big wins by way of knockout. Is only going to last 6 rounds with Errol Spence Jr.? Is that what you think? Biased Boxing Talk? Come on, man. That's what you're thinking? I mean, damn, dude, I guess. I mean, shit. I mean, I guess, but I mean, that's a little dicey though, man. That's a little dicey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, 6 rounds. I got Mikey Garcia possibly lasting more than that, but it could happen. I'm not saying that it can't happen. It definitely could happen. Organics Herbal Supplement says Earl going to hit Mikey Garcia so hard he is going to turn from big bad war chief into Gaihanda. Lomo fight ruined. Wow. They're saying that Mikey Garcia will go back down to 135 pounds possibly if he wins and beats Errol Spence to fight Lomachenko. What if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia? Could we be looking at the best fighter to ever live? Possibly. I mean, or one of the top 5 best fighters to ever live? Top 5? If Mikey Garcia could beat those 2 guys? I mean, where are we at with this right now, you guys? Where are we at with this guy? I mean, right now, guys. I mean, you guys let me know, man. Biased Boxing Talk says Mikey has to know Spence is coming after him to make a statement early. So he will have to counterpunch and keep moving until he can't get into his rhythm. Wow, okay. No Name Rose D says, peace at Miss Boxing Fanatic. Is it still snowing in your city? Miss Boxing Fanatic says, hello, Miss No Name Rose D. Is it? Thank goodness the snow stopped. Oh, okay. Shout out to the snow. Ronald Finkley says, Deontay Wilder robocall was lit today at Corley Boxing. You missed it, bro. Shit was on fire. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm going to check that out. Vatos Loco says, I'm not crazy enough to think that Garcia will knock out Spence, but I believe he will outpoint him en route to a split decision. Wow. So we got some split decisions already, you guys. We already got some split decisions on tap, you guys. You know, we already got some, split decisions on tap. Do you guys think it could be a split decision possibly? I mean, that's not out of the ordinary. That is not out of the ordinary, a split decision, man. But if the fight is in Dallas, Errol Spence's hometown, near his hometown, do you think Errol Spence, if it's a close fight, do you think Errol Spence will get a close hometown decision? What do you guys think? I mean, close decision? Come on now. Come on now. I mean, shit. He could possibly get a close hometown decision. I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys. I mean, let's go. Let me find my charger real quick, and I'm going to read these chats. Coach Big C in the chat says, hey, what up, chat? What up, Corey? Oh, man, we chilling reading these chats, man. These dudes going in, dog. These dudes is going in today. Okay. Miss Boxing Fanatic says, thanks, Corey. One of my favorites. Oh, thank you, Miss Boxing Fanatic. I really appreciate that. I really truly appreciate that. I was wondering where you been at. You ain't been around in a while. Beatrice B says, might go to a decision. Wow, another person saying that Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence will go into the decision. Battle Rival says, did you post the link in the chat? Corey, question mark. Oh, let me check. Beatrice B says, if so, Garcia wins. Oh, okay. Wow. Ronald Finkley says, hit that like boxing heads and bang new media. Boxing Fanatic says it's going to be a better fight than what most, he says, than what most think. Oh, okay. You think so, Miss Boxing Fanatic? Wow. Wow. I mean, that, hey, that could be, that's what, shoot. I can't say you ain't right, because I think it's gonna be I think it could be a competitive fight. But I'm gonna tell you right now, though, you guys. I'm gonna tell you right now that Errol Spence, he has that one-punch knockout power, in my personal opinion. And Mikey Garcia has that one-punch knockout power. You know what I'm saying? But at different weight classes, Obviously, Mikey Garcia is not strong as Errol Spence, or so we think. Mikey Garcia has more knockouts than Errol Spence, So he's knocked out more opponents than Errol Spence. Maybe a better level of opponents than Errol Spence has as well at his weight class, I mean, we got to be honest. We got to stay facts, dude. We got to stay facts. Vatos Loco says it has to be a little bit of both counterpunching and boxing. What he cannot do is stand there in front of Spence and slug it out. He will lose. Robert Garcia is a great trainer. They got this. Wow, you think so? Smash that like button again, you guys. Let me see how much likes I got right now. We got 19 likes and about 25 people in here, man. Let's get these likes up, you guys. Come on, man. MBT Boxing. My brother is back, man. Missed you too, man. Seeing a lot of you guys in a while, man. It's great to see you guys back on the channel and putting your 2 cents into these debates, man. Yeah, so you think Robert Garcia is a great trainer, and he says they got this. Wow. Organics Herbal Supplement says now or never. I'm picking never. But that pay-per-view is calling to Mikey Garcia. So you think Mikey Garcia is so urgent and so quick to be on that Canelo Alvarez level that he has to fight an Errol Spence to get on that level? That's what Mikey Garcia is thinking. Is that what you think? Who wrote that? Organics Herbal Supplements. He says now or never. I'm picking never. He says, but that pay-per-view is calling Mikey Garcia's name. You know, so what you mean by that is that pay-per-view is pretty much he wants to fight on pay-per-view so bad that he's willing to risk everything to do it. Is that what you're saying? Herbal Supplements? Shout out to Herbal Supplements. Because if that's what you're saying, I can agree to that. I can definitely agree to that. You know, I truly think that Mikey Garcia is risking all of this for stardom, you know, and for to be that next pay-per-view superstar. Because let's mind you guys, if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, I think he'll be on pay-per-view, man. I think he'll be one of the next pay-per-view stars, in my opinion. Because after he fights Errol Spence, he's going to 9 times out of 10, if he beats Errol Spence, I mean, shit, dude, look how much opens up for Mikey Garcia if he could beat Errol Spence. I mean, he could fight Danny Garcia. He could fight, you know, possibly a Sean Porter, possibly a Keith Thurman. I mean, you know, or he could go back down to fight a Regis Progress or the winner of the WBSS tournament at 140. Or he could fight at 135, maybe a Gervonta Davis. You know, when he moves up, by the time Mikey Garcia is done with all of this, Gervonta Davis would have probably moved up because he's been making statements of him in that weight class. He said, if I don't get any big fights or if I don't get Tevin Farmar by this such and such, I'm moving up or something. He was saying, you know, stuff like that already. So we'll see. But or will he fight Lomachenko at 135, you know? You know, Lomachenko, by the time Mikey Garcia fights Errol Spence, Lomachenko would have possibly been, you know, have 2 or 3 of the belts at 135. So that'll be a mega fight. You know, that'll be a mega fight within itself, you know, because Lomachenko will be a unified champion at 135, you know. So that'd be a really good fight. Hello, World says, what's up, Corey? Oh, bro, man, chilling, man, doing my thing. You know, yo, doing my thing over here. You know how I do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Miss Boswell says, wow. What was I gonna say? Miss Boswell says, at Vatos Locos. Ronald Fink says, unbiased boxing talk, nose boxing. And he's laughing and he's got the shots fired. Hello World says, Earl going to make an example out of him. Hello World says, then he's the best. Okay, so you think Hello World, so you says if Mikey Garcia or Errol Spence, whoever wins this fight is gonna be the best. Is that what you're saying? You're saying then he's the best. What do you mean by that? You says then he's the best. What do you elaborate on that? Dietrich B says can't beat himself, Corey. It says, did you mean Lomo? I meant Lomachenko. My bad if I meant to say anything else, if I said anything else. What's up, Coach Big C? Oh, man, nothing getting this live stream, man, dog. You know that. No Name Rose D says, I hope not. Miss Bosman says, it definitely cannot be a draw. Dallas won't have that. Boxing won't have that. Yeah, but, hey, we've seen stranger things happen, Miss Boxing Fanatic, in the world of boxing, so we got to see. Ronald Finkley says, Mikey Garcia does have a cloth from Floyd. He moved up and been cooking dudes. A.B. Robert Easter, too. Yeah, he's been cooking dudes, man. You know, Mikey Garcia has been cooking some really good African-American fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner, you know, Robert Easter Jr., You know, he's been doing good against, black fighters, man. So far, anyways. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you guys, I know this will be his second black fight in a row. It might be his third, though. I don't know when he fought. I know he fought AB a little while back. What else they talking about in chat? Robert. Okay, I read that. Big C. Oh, Coach Big C says Earl gonna beat the brakes off of Mikey Garcia. But much respect from Mikey for jumping in there. Wow, shout out to Mikey Garcia for jumping in there, Coach Big C. You got to give him respect for that, though, man. A lot of fighters, even at welterweight, don't want to fight Errol Spence, man. But Mikey Garcia is going in there, and he's going to fight Mikey, and he's going to fight Errol Spence Jr., man. He's got big kahunas. Pause. Henry Ford says, are Mexicans and B, he says, and blacks going to fill that big stadium? Yes, they are, man. It's going to be a lot of Mexicans and African Americans in that stadium, in Dallas Cowboy Stadium. You know that, Henry Ford. Come on, man. You got a black fighter and a Mexican fighter fighting. What do you think? It's going to be all white people in there? It's going to be a mix. Shout out, man. Shout out to the mix, man. It's going to be a mix. Diverse, diverse, man. NBT Boxing says, what's good, everyone? And Bias Boxing Talk says the size difference is insane, though, in the standoff. Sheesh. He says, sheesh. Thomas Moreland says, Earl will work him all night. You think so, Thomas Moreland? You think Errol Spence is going to work Mikey Garcia all night? You don't think Mikey Garcia is going to have any good, moments in the fight at all? Come on, man. Smash that like button, you guys. We're at 19 likes. Let's get them up, man. Let's get them up. It's free to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And it's free to like, you guys. Those are 2 free things you do. And thank you for the donations too, you guys. Super Chat is, back on and popping, and PayPal. But yeah, times more. MBT Boxing says the only good thing about this fight is guessing how Garcia is gonna fold. Damn, dude. But you gotta understand, man. Mikey Garcia, for everybody out there, Mikey Garcia, is picking this fight for itself. Mikey Garcia this is the fight that Mikey Garcia wanted, okay? Errol Spence Jr. did not call out Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia went out of his way to call out, Errol Spence Jr. So that's on him. MBT by Ronald Fingley says, MBT motherfucking boxing realist talk. Salute. Thank you. Hello World says body punches. MBT Boxing says salute, Ronald Finkley. Coach Big C said, what up, Ronald? Hands of Stone says Victor Conti says Spence refused VADA versus Mikey Garcia. Whoa. Oh shit, dude. Are you serious? Let me read that again for all you slow folk out there that didn't catch that. Hands of Stone, one of my wrench moderators, says Victor Conti said Errol Spence Jr., the IBF champion of the world, refused to take VADA testing, drug testing, versus Mikey Garcia. Wow. Oh, boy. Wow. I don't know, man. It's looking dicey again, man. Wow, man. I don't know. MBT Boxing says, smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. Shout out to all the fans coming in. MBT Boxing says, if Mikey Garcia pulls this off, he has to be pound for pound #1. Over Usyk, though, MBT Boxing? You know Usyk #1, dog. You know that, dog. Come on, man. But, I mean, Mikey Garcia could possibly get #1 if he beats Errol Spence. Yeah, I could possibly be seeing that, though, man. But you got to know right now Usyk's #1. Long as you know that, we good. Smash that like button on your way in, you guys. It helps with the visibility of the show. And we're in here, man. We live, baby. Did you miss me? Oh, man. He says, if Mikey Garcia pulls this off, it says he has to be #1 pound for pound, 5th division title, and beating top 10 pound for pound fighters. Wow. Ronald Finkley says, no motherfucking MBT. Okay. Coach Big C says, well, he figures the Lomachenko fight will always be there, win, lose, or draw. He's the top dog at 140 and 135. It's a dice roll, but I got a lot of respect for Mikey Garcia. What do you mean it's a dice roll, Coach Big C? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by it's a dice roll, man? Elaborate on that one, my brother. Do you mean it's a dice roll because, let me think. Do you think this is a dice roll because Mikey Garcia is facing Errol Spence and you don't know who's going to win? Or do you think it's a dice roll, with the whole, switching divisions and going back down, and stuff like that? What do you mean by that? Smash that like button, you guys. Smash that like button. Coach Big C says, gotta get that boxing fix in. You already know, dog. Ronald Finkley says, I got you next week, Corey Lee Boxing. I had to scrape to get a new whip. Oh, man, Ronald Finkley, you good, man. You've always donated to the channel, bro. Salute, man. And I will be going to Jared Hearn's gym this week, possibly, maybe tomorrow, at the latest next week, because I was invited. I was definitely invited to Jared Hearn's gym by Ernesto Rodriguez, his trainer. Shout out to my interviews I've done with them and going out there and getting you guys some classic footage that I have of them out there working out and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I've been invited, and it's one of those type of scenarios where I'll go back out there, man, because it's a good environment. It's awesome people that train out there, man. They were very helpful. They let me get all angles of Jared Hearn, training. They set me up with the exclusive one-on-one interview that I did with Jared Hearn, and that was a little while back. That was a couple months ago, man. But there's a lot have changed, since that past interview I did a couple months ago with Jared Hearn. I think it's time for a new one, you guys. What do you guys think? You guys want to see a Corey Lee Boxing and Jared Hearn interview again and exclusive training footage? You guys want to see that? If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section and smash the hell out of the like button right now, you guys. Come on, man. Ronald Finkley says Victor Conti is a nobody. Okay. Jazzy T says, do we know this for sure? Miss Boxing Fanatic says, don't think there is anything wrong with not going with Vada. All right, I'm just reading it. I'm reading it, Miss Boxing Fanatic, but I want to see Errol Spence do some type of testing. Come on, Miss Boxing Fanatic. I mean, are you saying that you don't care if Errol Spence does any testing, like you just believe him anyways? I mean, come on, man. I mean, ma'am. I mean, we got to see some testing straight up. If you don't believe he needs testing, we're going to agree to disagree on this one, Miss Boxing Fanatic, for sure on that one. Because, man, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I need to see testing for Errol Spence Jr. in this fight, especially in this fight, dude. I mean, ma'am, and, he's bigger. Pause. He's bigger than all these, and his opponent, Mikey Garcia. We've got to see testing. We got to see testing straight up. Ain't no two ways about it. Miss Boxing Fanatic, I'll read again. Miss Boxing Fanatic says, don't think there is anything wrong with not going with Vada. Nick Diaz says, Hands of Stone is telling the truth. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Nick Diaz. Shout out to Nick Diaz. I want to see testing too. I want to see testing for this fight, straight up. Ronald Finkley says Victor Conti That's like talking to True School Sports TV. Shots fired. Oh, no. Shout out to True School Sports TV. I haven't seen him in a while, you know, so shout out to him and everything like that, man. But Nick Diaz says, if you refuse VADA, you're hiding something. Wow, Nick Diaz. Elaborate on that. Who do you feel? Are you talking about Errol Spence Jr.? Who you talking about, Nick Diaz? Nick Diaz says, if you refuse VADA testing, you're hiding something. I agree. Cold-heartedly, I agree. Nick Diaz says, Earl too big. Pause. Don Banks says, is VADA affiliated with IBF? Isn't IBF USADA? I don't know. We got to dig into the vote on that one, man. You know, a lot of these different VADA, USADA, there's some other different organizations as well, man. Sometimes I get a little confused with something, with who's with who and all of that. I do know that the WBC is a very, very, very respected organization. You know, I really, truly do think that they are a very respected organization. You know, very respected organization. You know, and they're a very respected testing, you know, for their testing as well, you guys. So, you know, with that being said, I truly think that, you know, I want to see testing, man. I want to see testing. Straight up, I want to see testing. I gotta see testing. The Mixed Boxing Fanatic says, how at Nick Diaz. MBT Boxing says, I love Usyk. He's my number 2. I got Crawford number 1. We're going to go ahead and respectfully disagree on that one as well, MBT Boxing. Usyk is number 1, dude, you know, by a good little margin, man. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, where you got Inouye at then? Inouye's not in your top 5, top 3? MBT Boxing, Inouye, the Japanese monster. You seen what he did to Bayana in the round 1 of the tournament, which I think he's going to win decisively. Inouye's been my top 3 pound for pound, dog, for it might have been almost a year now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had Usyk on my top 1 pound for pound for over a year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you guys know what you know how I feel about Usyk. Pause. You know, he's the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Okay, here we go. Okay, Miss Boxing Fanatic says USADA and VADA both use WADA. Yeah, that's a tongue twister right there. USADA and VADA both use WADA, improved labs to test for the same substances. All righty then. What else we got on that? Ronald Finkley says, look, chat, Errol Spence is the IBF champion of the world. He don't have to VADA. All he has to do is use USADA. FOH. The fuck out of here. Yeah, with the smoke on there, though. He put the smoking emoji on there. Nick Diaz says, this is a world-class fight. You have to use top-notch drug testing. I agree. I agree on that one, though. You got to, you guys. You got to, man. Straight up. Nick Diaz says top 4 pound for pound fighters are number 1, Terrence Crawford. Number 2, Vasil Lomachenko. Number 3, Alexander Usyk. And number 4, Anthony Joshua. Wow, you don't have Inoue in your top 4? Nick Diaz? Come on, man. I thought you had him in your top 4. Big Money says, Hearn can't F with Charlo. I respectfully disagree. Hearn might knock out Charlo. Real talk, dog. Real talk. Real talk. Jared Hearn might knock out Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And then go up and fight the other Charlo. If he's got any of the straps when he get up there. You know what I'm saying? He still ain't got no strap yet for the 160-pound division. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk says, this fight needs VADA, though. Okay. This Boxing Fanatic says, it's the same testing using the same WADA-approved labs. Shake my head. I don't know. IBF question mark. Might have to look that one up and not take that on face value because people just be saying shit. Okay. Ronald Fingy says, exactly, Miss Boxing Fanatic. Jokers got this boxing shit effed up. Okay. Unbiased Boxing Talk says WBO fighters use VADA. Okay. Miss Biased Boxing Talk says they don't have to do. He says they don't have to, but they do. Okay. Wow. So Biased Boxing Talk, do you feel like the fighter should use, VADA testing or whatever? Or, I want to see Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia use the WBCA testing. I mean, the WBC test, excuse me. The green belt, the WBC testing, I want to see them use that testing. In my personal opinion, I think that's the best testing out of all of them. Big Money says, no, we want to see you interview Charlo. All right, tell Charlo to bring his ass all the way to the DMV area. And I'll interview that motherfucker in a heartbeat, dog. Yeah. He don't never be coming out here, though. He don't never be coming out here, though, dog. He don't never be coming out here, man. He do not ever be coming out here, dog. So what you want me to do about that? He don't be coming out here. The next time Charlos come out here, I will interview them. Just for you, Big Money. Well, I want to interview them anyways, man. They're really good fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Beverly Rose, ENT. I just scrolled down for a minute to see who was in here. Beverly Rose, boxing, and ENT. What's going on, Beverly Rose? How you been doing, sister? You doing okay? Good to hear from you. I'm glad everything's okay with you. I hope everything's okay with you. We've been missing you, man. We haven't seen you in a while, CB Sports TV, baby. What's good? How you been feeling, baby? We got the veterans up in the building right now. The YouTube veterans. I remember when Beverly Rose first started her YouTube channel. That shit was lit. Ronald Finley says, send Beverly and Miss Boxing Fanatic a link. Coily Boxing salute. All right. Y'all want to jump on? You can jump on. Beverly Rose, if you want to jump on, just let me know. I got you. And Miss Boxing Fanatic, if you want to jump on, let me know. I'll just let you guys rip. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to talk. Shout out to CB Sports, yo. He says salute. What else we got up in here, man? Don Banks says, who's the source? Who's the source from who? You got to ask them guys in the chat, man. Sometimes they be making up their own source, man. But I don't know. Like some of them, sometimes they had a sources though. Unbiased or Biased Boxing Side says, we do need some VADA though. Keeps the sport safe. I don't see the issue with taking VADA. Okay, there you go. I feel you on that Biased Boxing Talk. Biased Boxing Talk says, isn't Billy Joe Saunders the one that used USADA as well, then got caught by VADA? Hey, man, that should be crazy, dog. Organics Herbal Supplement says, Billy Joe Saunders uses UKAD, UCADA. They got WADA, USADA, Yolanda, UCADA, WUSADA, Lazada, Lasagna. Dog, they got it all, man. I lose count, dog. Long as they clean, dog. Long as they clean, man. Long as they clean is the only thing I care about. Long as they clean, dog. You know what I'm saying? That is all that I care about. Let me read some of these chats for you guys' liking. Don Banks says, I don't know, just seems weird that no testing will be done for a fight this big. Someone may have bad info or not. Question mark. Oh, I'm putting a question mark on there. Don Banks put that on there, but I'm putting a question mark at the end. Yeah, because we want to know, Don Banks, what's you guys' source? You know, where you guys got it from. I'm just reading the chat. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear where you guys got it from. CB Sports TV says Crawford is unanimous #1 pro for me. Okay, that's okay. I can understand that. But Usyk is my #1 pound for pound fighter, and it's unanimous as well, too, dude. For me, though, that's just for me. But he's been like that for me. I'm not just switching up after, you know, he beat Tony Bellew and, you know, all this other stuff. I just seen talent, man, when a lot of people didn't believe me, man. So I've been had him #1. Ron Finley says, don't get this boxing effed up. Okay. Bias Boxing Talk says, I got Usyk as #1 this year. Okay. Okay. Shout out to unbiased. Now that's unbiased boxing talk. Sometimes you hit me with the bias, though. He says, I'm gonna read this again. He says, I got Usyk as my #1 pound for pound fighter this year, but it could change next year. Wow, okay. Salute. Miss Boxing Fanatic says, wait, Corey. The WBC didn't force Tyson Fury to enroll in VADA until after he moved up 3 spots on the top 10 list, and over a month after he signed the contract with Wilder. That's not respectable. Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened with that, Miss Boxing Fanatic. When they put Tyson Fury in the top 15, and he signed before he signed to fight Wilder. After he fought, I'm gonna tell you this is what happened. After he fought his last fight, when he actively fought his last fight, they put him in it. I did a video about this. I did a video about this. You can go look on my backstory on my videos I did. If you go look at the videos I did, they put him in I believe they put him in the top 15. From that top 15, no, they put him, I think, #9. I think they put him #9. I don't know. I did a video a little while ago or whatever. It was like a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. But anyways, after I put that video on there, he had 3 months, 90 days to enroll in the WBC program, okay? That's the story behind that. The WBC gives you 90 days to enroll, you know? So there you have it. Those are facts. You can go to their website and look that up, Miss Boxing Fanatic. You know? So, you know, and like, you know, and he had to do that before he was even scheduled to fight Wilder. He had to enroll in the WBC program, clean boxing program. He already had to do that before he was even scheduled to fight Deontay Wilder. And these are facts, baby. You know it's all love. Still no super chat, Corey. Beverly Rose Boxing ENT says, still no super chat, Corey. Oh, man. Once you get that, though, you're going to be lit. You know that. You know, I already know that. What else we got in here? Miss Boxing Fanatic says, hey, Beverly. Okay. CB Sports says, salute Miss Boxing Fanatic and Beverly Rose Boxing. All right, so yeah, after we got in that Errol Spence showdown, you guys, let me get into this, though. Let me get into this new deal. All right, here we go, you guys. The new Fox deal includes, in addition to the previously announced December 22nd card that will kick off the series on Fox, featuring Jamal Charlo, the network announced 9 additional fight cards that will take place across Fox, FS1, and Fox's inaugural pay-per-view card. That first pay-per-view card puts welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. and 4 division titleist Mikey Garcia against one another on March 16th at 8 AT&T Stadium, home of Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas. Garcia is daring to be great by moving up from 135 pounds to face who many consider the best 147-pound fighter in the world. That's why I'm able to keep on challenging myself by moving up and down in divisions. I have great skills that most everybody still hasn't seen. And I think Errol Spence will be the one to bring those out of me. That's what he says, Mikey Garcia said. I think it's going to be a great fight. And this is going to be one of those occasions where the little guy beats the bigger man. Wow. Mikey Garcia's confident, you guys. Come on now. Got to give it up to him. All right, now, what else we got on here? Okay. All right, now, here we go, you guys. Listen up. Listen up. These are the fights that are going down. These are new fights that's been announced. Listen up. Undefeated welterweight champion Keith Thurman will end a 22-month layoff from injury when he faces former title challenger Josecito Lopez. January 26th on Fox at the Barclays Center. Thurman is looking to get past Lopez and move to the front of the line in the crowded 147-pound division. On the undercard, Adam Klonaki meets Gerald Washington in an intriguing heavyweight bout. Wow. It says, it's been a long time since I've been back in the ring, Thurman said. I'm going to just prove what I've always proven, that I'm the best. That Keith one-time Thurman, you know, I've been the problem. I am the truth. Your boy is swift. Any name that they have, I've already shown those skills, talents, and attributes. I plan on keep doing it, Thurman said. Wow. He hit you with that joint. That was a good, I like that though, dog. He says, I've been the problem. I am the truth. And your boy is swift. I miss Keith Thurman. Pause, man. But he's good for the division, man. If anybody says that Keith Thurman is not good for the welterweight division, dude, you need to stop smoking, dog. You know what I'm saying? We need to send you through VADA, man. You know, because I think he's good for the division. And I think he spices it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's already the champion. He's kept his WBA super strap. And he's already the champion. And I think he's got more big things to come, you guys. And it also says Leo Santa Cruz returns to defend his featherweight title against Miguel Flores on February 16th in Los Angeles on Fox. And an enticing 140-pound bout. Omar Figueroa returns from a layoff to face John Molina Jr. in what promises to be a slugfest. Wow. I think Leo Santa Cruz will get by Miguel Flores, but that Omar Figueroa versus John Molina fight is going to test Omar Figueroa, you know, and he's had a long layoff as well, too, almost a year, I believe. But I mean, these are some good fights, you guys, and these are fights I want to see. Anthony Durrell and Avani Yardarim meet for the vacant WBC super middleweight title on February 23rd on FS1 at the Armory in Minneapolis. Wow, big fight, you guys. Wow, Chris Eubank Jr. knocked out that guy Avani in the WBSS tournament, though. Yeah, I'm a diehard fan. I know about this shit, dog. Yeah, you can't get the names past me, dog. I know about them, you know, or I've heard about them. And it's another fight coming up. Sean Porter makes the first title defense on his WBC welterweight title against mandatory challenger Yordenis Ugas March 9th on Fox in Las Vegas. Porter is hopeful that he will take care of Ugas and will find himself in a big fight in the second half of 2019. Man, Ugas versus Sean Porter, you guys, that's going to be a pretty tough fight, man. You guys could possibly pull off the upset. He's on a 10-fight winning streak, I believe, man. The dude's been looking real good lately. He's been looking like the goods lately. You know, so you got to watch out for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Wow. Lamont, it says on March 24th, Lamont Peterson faces Sergey Lipinets in a crossroads bout March 24th on FS1, taking place at the MGM National Harbor in Onyx Hill, Maryland. I will be going to that fight, dog. That's right up the street, dog. Yeah, dog. You will be getting some Lamont Peterson interviews from your boy, Corey Lee Boxing. That's going to be going out March 24th, you guys. So check out for that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going down for that. That's right up the street from the Headbangers Gym, too. That's about maybe 45 minutes from the Headbangers Gym, I believe. You know, the MGM Grand is. You know, the one they got in Maryland. That's a pretty good fight, though. In another crossroads bout between former champions, Caleb Truax gets a hometown showdown against Peter Quillen April 13th on FS1 at the Armory in Minneapolis. There's been a bunch of fights going down in Minneapolis, man. Wow. You got the Anthony Durrell fight going down in Minneapolis, and you got this new fight with Peter Quillen going down in Minneapolis. Wow. Some good fights coming out, man. Closing out the month of April and the first third of the year for Fox is the return of former 2-division title holder Danny Garcia against Adrian Granados on April 20th on Fox. Wow. So Adrian Granados versus Danny Garcia, they're going to be fighting each other, you guys. What do you guys think about that on April 20th, okay, on Fox? Granados was the only fighter unable to attend. Granados was the only fighter unable to attend due to being sick. But he sent a video of him trash-talking Garcia from his bed. Garcia's response was he might as well stay in bed. Otherwise, Garcia will send him right back there. Wow. Talking crap already, you guys. What are you guys talking about in the chat, man? What do you guys think about those fights coming up? Do you guys like those fights coming up? What do you guys think about those fights coming up? October 4th says, at CB Sports, TV, Kwanaki makes a Rocky movie of all his fights, man. Washington better have a defense plan on some stamina because Adam will be banging the body and keeping high pressure up. Yeah, man, you got to bet. You better bet that. Kirsten Kidcrash says, you guys versus Porters, definitely gonna be a great fight. I'm excited for that one. Okay. Y'all excited for some of these fights I see, huh? You know, y'all excited for some of them fights, huh? Okay. I see y'all on that, man. October 4th says, pumped to see Thurman back on the roster. I've been so bummed the way he faded out the last couple of years. Yeah, man. I personally want to see Keith Thurman fight at least 3 times this year, dog. I want to see him fight 3 times this year, dog. For real, man. You know, fight in January, fight in January, fight in June or July, and then fight again in November. That'll be 3 times, dog, for Keith Thurman. What do you guys think about that? I think those are spaced out really good, and I think he can compete at the highest level 3 times a year. It's Keith Thurman. I really truly do, man. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Williams says, what's good? Ronald Finkley says, you think so, CB Sports TV? Corey Lee Boxer says, Kanaki versus Washington, his fight of the year potential, in my opinion. You think so? You think Kanaki versus Washington? You think that's going to be a fight of the year? All right, I feel you. That could be. Hey, that Charles Martin versus Kanaki fight was very entertaining, man. I like that fight, dog. That was a good fight. You know, I like that fight, though. You know, that was a good fight, man, for real. You know what I mean? No, dog. Let me take a bit of this lemonade, man. I feel like I've been talking for like 50 minutes straight with not even gasping for air. All for you guys, man. All for you motherfuckers. Pause. I just, respectful though. What was I gonna say? Hearn at Ronald Figley says, I agree. I like Shields also. Yeah, man. I mean, Clarissa Shields is a really good fighter. But she got dropped in her last fight, I believe. I think it was her last fight. It was either her fight last or the fight before that. And you know what I'm saying? It was either the fight before that, So, she got dropped, and it was a very, very tough fight for her in my point of view. Christian Kidcast says Uzak versus Caleb Plant is the best fight on that list. Gonna be a great fight. That 168-pound division beating up. Okay, heating up. Excuse me. That 168 pound division heating up. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a good division. And got stripped. Well, he's champion in waiting right now for his right now he's champion in waiting, man. But I think he's a pretty good fighter, man. I really do, man. I really, really do. I really, really do think he's a good fighter. But in my personal opinion is I want to see him fight the best, though, man. I want to see, and the reason why I'm saying that is I want to see the winner of Caleb Plant versus Uzcategui fight Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez, in my personal point of view, is the best all-around fighter at 168 pounds, man. Straight up, bar none. He's the best fighter. Straight up. Lawrence Williams says, salute. Leave Corey alone. Uh-oh, here we go. Lawrence Williams says, Tim B. Oh, okay, we got everybody up in there. Tim B says, yo, Corey, you don't think that long layoff will affect Thurman? It's been a minute. Yeah, I think it will. I think it can have an effect. But I've also seen Thurman train before, and he's trained hard as shit. Pause. But he's like he goes balls to the wall, man, when he's training, dog. Like, for real. Like, so he's a very, very intense trainer. I mean, when he's training, he's his coaches got to tell him to lay off training to go take a rest day, man, because he trains that hard, in my personal opinion. So you got to watch out for that, man. I think that's why he keeps injuring himself, because he goes hard, he goes hard in the paint, you know what I'm saying? When it's training camp time, he says he turns a switch on and off, he changes the switch on when it's training camp time, and then when it's out of his season of, when he's not fighting, when it's not fighting time, he changes the way he fights and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's one of those type of situations where, I think it's good for the sport, though, man. I think he's good for the sport to have him back, and I can't wait to see how he does when he comes back. Lawrence Williams says, at Corey Lee Boxing, who was Yarden's last fight? Who and where? No box rec or Google, since you are so nice with this hardcore boxing. Yarden fought Chris Eubank Jr. in the WBSS tournament. I didn't say his last fight. I said last time that I heard of him is when he fought Chris Eubank Jr. And yes, he did fight Chris Eubank Jr. And yes, he did get knocked out by Chris Eubank Jr. in the WBSS tournament. And yes, I am a boxing hardcore fan. We'll go against anybody, any day, anytime, dog. Test my gangster if you want to, dog. Yeah, I'm about that boxing shit, dog. Boxing is life for me, Lawrence Williams. Yeah, so go do your research a little bit more. Check your connection, and get back to me, dog. All right. I cook it up in the kitchen, dog. You can't F with me, dog. Come on, man. You know about Corey Lee Boxing, man. Come on, baby. I test my gangsters on live. Come on, dog. He says, yo. Lawrence Williams, you a mess, dog. You a mess, man. Always coming for me, dog. He said, I just did, and it got it wrong. Laugh out loud. Who got it wrong? Be real, though. Be real, dog. Be real. Who got it wrong? Did I get it wrong, or did you get it wrong? Be real. Be a man. You say you're a man, be a man. A man can admit when he's wrong. Come on now. I can't hear you, dog. Come on. For the whole live stream. Come on, dog. Let me hear this, man. I think it's going to snow outside if Lawrence Williams say he was wrong. Let me see it. Let me see, dog. Come on. Waiting for you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lawrence Williams, you a mess, man. You a mess, dog. You a mess. You a mess. Bayside Boxing says Aviani Yalidini just beat Lagini Mok. Yeah, but he got completely obliterated by Chris Eubank Jr. Like I said again for the 5th time in the WBSS tournament. He got obliterated by him. That's the same guy. That's the same guy. I don't care how many fights he's won in a row. You know, he got obliterated. You know what I'm saying? You can fight Joe Schmo and go on a 10-fight winning streak in your homeland and nobody hear about you when you come back to the U.S. or go back on the national circuit, you know what I'm saying, on the worldwide circuit, you know what I'm saying, you'll be known again. You know what I mean? No, I know who you are. At Corley Boxing, you got it wrong. I asked who was Yarden's last fight, not the one you remember. I said I don't know who his last fight was because I'm not looking him up. I'm doing a live stream with you and I'm talking about other different fights. You know what I'm saying? All I said was I didn't answer your question. I said it for myself. I said that I know that Chris Eubank Jr. knocked out this Avani guy. You know what I'm saying? So I know he's subject to get knocked out again. You know, he has 0 defense, dog. His defense is horrible. You know what I'm saying? So on Anthony Durrell, when Anthony Durrell fights him, if he doesn't knock him out, dude, I'm not giving him any credit for that. Because that dude Avani is trash. Straight up. Yes, he's a boxer and I respect him, but he's trash. You know what I'm saying? Who cares who he fought? And I'll say it again. This dude could have fought Joe Schmo in New Zealand or wherever he's from. You know what I'm saying? He's from one of these, you know, out of countries. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he can fight whoever he wants in his home country. I don't care. It still does not defy the fact that he got smashed by Chris Eubank Jr., dog. You know what I'm saying? I know my shit, Lawrence Williams. And I invite you to Corley Boxing anytime, dog. You want to debate with the best. You know the best. There is no contest. Yeah. What's up, Black Horseman, man? What's happening, dog?
Let's black jump on this shit, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yo.
What's going on?
I ain't doing shit, man. Rapping with everybody up in there, man. We got a bunch of fans in the chat, man. Bunch of throwback fans too, man. We had Miss Boxing Fanatic in the chat. We had Beverly Rose in the chat. You know what I'm saying? She ain't been around in a while. You know, Ronald Finkley, Timmy Diamonds, and we all know Lawrence Williams is on patrol to see if when I was wrong about anything I say out my mouth.
Lord, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, you know how he do, man. But yo, man, how you doing today, man? Long time no talk. You been doing okay?
Oh yeah, lovely, always.
Okay. Any birthdays coming up? You know your family's got a birthday once a month.
Nah, I'm the last one. At the end of the year, it already passed.
When yours is in January?
October.
December? Oh, October. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember your birthday. You was on live with the birthday though. Yeah, you was on the live stream when you had your birthday though, dog. But yeah, man, we've been talking about all these fights coming up. Have you been listening?
Nah, I was in the restaurant getting my grub on, bro. So I missed a lot.
Yeah, we've been talking about all these new fights coming up, man. You know, the Mikey Garcia and the Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence deal is done, finished, finito. So it will happen. It is going down March 16th at the Dallas Cowboy Real Stadium, the 100,000 plus seat stadium, and it will be on pay-per-view. This is signed, sealed, and delivered. I'll be right back, Black Horseman, because I've been going hard as shit. Pause. For like the past hour and a half with no break, no anything. And I had to get some water just now. But just go hard. Let them know how you feel about this fight, man. And I'll be right back, all right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Let them know, Black Horseman, he's back.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see what we got. 10B, Bayside Boxing, Lawrence Williams, Ronald Finkley, Christian Sitcast, and many others, man, that I missed, man. I just jumped on, but yeah, man, I did a live stream early today, in regards to the Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight. It is what it is, man. We got the little guy Mikey coming up, trying to, you know what I'm saying, dare to be great, test his skills and ability versus the one of the top, you know, but the biggest welterweight really in Errol Spence. And we got to see how this guy do. Honestly, I feel like this dude has all the disadvantages going into this fight. He's smaller. We seen in the face-off. Errol Spence looked like clearly like a middleweight, and Mikey looked like a little guy, man, like a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what chances he has going into this fight. I just think he's a clear underdog, and but he gets respect, man, because he's daring to be great. And we got to see what this guy can do. I know that Robert Garcia, his pops, and I'm sure many other people that's in his close circle, man, was telling him, "Don't do it, don't do it." But you know, hey, he gonna find out, man. He gonna find out when he hear that, when that motherfucking bell ring. That nigga head gonna get bashed in, bro, without a doubt. Errol Spence is a big welterweight, you know what I mean, and I just don't see it, man. I think size matters, man. Size matters, especially when you coming up from that low of a weight class. And I just feel like, man, it's he in trouble, bro. But you know, hopefully he getting a good ass bag for it. Hopefully getting a good ass bag, man, because he definitely gonna get his brains beat in my opinion. Now, if he happened to upset Errol Spence, man, I'll tell you this, bro. He definitely gonna shoot up to my number one pound for pound immediately if he can pull that off. Immediately. Without a question, without a doubt, he will be my number one pound for pound if he can go up there and beat Errol Spence. But I just don't see it happening. But I wish him nothing but the best. I give him all the respect in the world. I miss the time period where, you know, these fighters live for that. They live for the biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? But not no more, man. You don't see it no more where these guys is going after the biggest challenge. They're going after the biggest bag, the biggest payday. And that's my issue with the sport. I don't really see these guys, man, really just stepping up and calling for the toughest competition, except for like guys like Deontay Wilder. We got Mikey Garcia doing it, you know, but it's a very, very small percentage. You know, my nigga Luis Ortiz, you know, it's a very small percentage of fighters that don't really care about how much risk is involved. They just want to fight the best out there. But a majority of the PBC fighters, it's just all about take the littlest amount of risk and get a big payday. And a lot of these fighters are going to get the same pay regardless. So they like, shit, why should I fight a high-risk fight when I can fight somebody who's not a high risk and get the same pay? You know what I mean? So, you know, Al Haymon has put these guys in position to where they can be financially secure, comfortable, and they don't have to really do too much on the, you know, as far as taking a heavy risk. It used to be where the more risk you took, the more you got paid. Nowadays, they get paid regardless. Don't matter if it's a cab driver, you know what I'm saying, Lyft driver. They're going to get paid regardless. So it hurts the sport. It does hurt the sport in a sense because these guys are very comfortable. They're going to get their paydays regardless. And like I say, Mikey going to win. He's winning by getting the payday. He's winning by getting the respect. And if he can upset, I mean, shit, it's a huge win. But in Errol Spence's you know, corner, it's like, bro, you expected to win, so you're gonna beat a little guy, and people gonna still be questioning, like, well, when are you gonna fight somebody else, a top welterweight? Because it's not a welterweight, you know. And I wish Mikey Garcia would have stayed put and handled business in the 140 division. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing him vacate that IBF strap at 140 just to go up and face Errol when you still really had unfinished business at 140. You know what I mean? So I don't really like seeing guys just jump around in weight classes without really just taking care of business, beating all the top guys in their weight class. So that's just how I feel about it. And but hey, if maybe he's gonna get a good payday for it. You know what I mean? I just see a lot of guys nowadays, man. These boxers that they looking for the biggest bag. You know what I mean? They look for the biggest bag, and it is what it is. It's kind of what the fans got to deal with. The sport is not like how it used to be. It's not like how it used to be. But yeah, I mean, March 16th is still gonna go down. I don't really know too much about the undercard or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, we got to see. We got to see what's gonna go down, you know. But with it being pay-per-view, hopefully they stack the card. Hopefully they stack the card. You know, it's in Texas. I know Mikey has a big following out here in Texas, and of course, Errol Spence has a big following in Texas. So we got to definitely see. Got to definitely see how this shit go down. Christian Sidcast says, "What respect without brains though? Pride leads to destruction. Mikey dumb for this, in my opinion. Ballsy but foolish. I mean, yeah, a lot of people look at it like from your perspective, Christian. You know, it's yeah, and I mean, I feel like, man, you know, when I was assessing it, I'm like, okay, you willing to? It's like the PBC side is someone they don't want to do no business with Bob Arum and any of his fighters. So you're not willing to make something happen with possibly Lomachenko, who's still there, you know, who's a champion at 140. You rather go up and face somebody who's more risk, you know, at a higher weight class and get your brains beat in on your side of the street than to risk it against somebody who might be the same equal risk on both ends and lose to somebody who's on the other side of the street because Bob Arum will get the credit, the top rank, or whatever, and you lose your strap to somebody, you know what I'm saying, who Al Heyman has beef with. So all this promoter beefs and stuff like that, top rank versus PBC and all these extra stuff, it just hurts the sport. It hurts the product of the sport because the fans are pretty much being robbed of great fights. You know, I don't too much care about their beef. You know what I mean? I don't care about their beef. It's like y'all need to put that shit aside and make the fight happen. You know, it's like if one side believes in their fighter and the other side believes in their fighter, look, y'all just put all your confidence in your fighter and whatever happens. And it's like whoever wins, get them the respect, you know. But the promoters and all that shit, they getting in the way. And at the end of the day, man, we gotta settle for fights like Spence versus Mikey and whatever else, man. Whatever other fights that's
Shit,
not
man.
at the level.
Talk that shit. Tell them what's up, dog.
All right, go ahead, bro. Welcome back.
Doing shit, man. I'm back with another banger. Yeah, man. We back though, man. For real, man. Black Horseman, man. You already know what you gonna get with me in Black Horseman, dog. Got my hair done up, dog. You know, I got that short hang time now because I got dreads now, though, man. But well, twist. They not dreads, but they twist. But you already know, man. I gotta be ready, man, for these interviews, man. I might run up on somebody. I can't be looking crazy, you know. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what do you think about these other fights coming up? Let me tell you about these other fights coming up, Black Horseman, because you just coming on, man. Shout out to Black Horseman, man. How you been doing though, man? My brother, man. You been doing all right though? Everything been going good with the fam and everything?
Grinding, bro, making moves all day.
Okay, I like to hear that. I like to hear that, man. I be seeing you up on the joint, man. Everybody know about you, man. You know what I'm saying? About you be in tune with the world and shit. You know, see, Black Horseman, man. He don't just do work. He don't just do boxing news. He do like world news. He do like if there's a fire or like if there's police brutality, he'll do all that though, right? Though, let him know, Black Horseman. You don't just got a boxing channel.
Yeah, man. It's pretty, you know, I got a lot of different topics I cover. I don't know about no fires. I ain't did no fires yet.
Oh, you ain't never did. When I turn on the news, though, that's all I be seeing now is them fires, man.
That wasn't black, nigga. That wasn't black, but you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Black though, man. But yeah, you know, so I told you about the Errol Spence Mikey, that fight. You know, there's some other fights going down as well. The Jose Gastagul versus Caleb Plant on January 13th on PBC on FS1 in LA at the Microsoft Theater. What do you feel about that one?
Microsoft Theater. Where's that at? Where's that gonna be at?
That's gonna be in LA.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I mean, that fight was already delayed because I think Caleb had an injury at first, if I'm not mistaken. But Jose Uzcategui, he is the I think it's the IBF strap that he took off Andre Durrell. And yeah, he beat the shit out of Andre Durrell in that fight, man. But I think it's a good fight, man. I think it's a good fight. Caleb Plant, I'm not really quite sure on the nature of his injury, but I think he has the more skills in that fight. But I think Uzcategui definitely has the power edge, and I think Uzcategui still has a good chance of beating Caleb Plant. But I did hear that my dog Anthony Sims Jr. is coming down. Because let me say that's 160, right? That we know. What weight class is that?
168.
168. Oh, okay, so he came down. Yeah, he coming down to 168. So yeah, y'all look out for
Who,
Anthony
Anthony
Sims Jr.
Sims?
He coming down to he's coming down to 168.
Let me see what weight class he fights at right now. He fights at light heavyweight. Damn. He's
Yeah,
at 175?
yeah, he coming down though.
Oh, I was ready to say, man, because I'm like, he don't even look like no 175 pounder. Well, he ready to fight a middleweight on November 17th. Oh, that's coming up. Hold on. November 17th. This nigga been fighting like every month, yo. Yo, shout out
Niggas,
to Anthony Sims, yo. I got to reschedule our interview, man. I was ready to hit y'all with the banger, and then I had to go to work. I thought I was going to be off that day, so I scheduled an interview with him. And he was like, yo, he down to do the interview, and stuff like that. And he heard about the channel and stuff like that. And, I was ready to do the live with him and shit. And then I had to go to work, man. I was bummed out because I know you was going to really like that joint. Black Horseman, because I know when we did that live stream that one day. Yeah.
Yeah, I chopped it up on him. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling you, I was ready to do an interview with him. And I was going to tell you that, I know you really liked him because you really liked the way he moves and stuff like that in that boxing ring. And you was feeling like his moves and stuff. And I was like, man, Black Horseman, that might be one of your future, pound for pound rankings maybe one day,
No, I definitely feel like you're right. You're onto something with that, bro. Feel like this guy got that Ali-ish type of movement in there, footwork. Dude can scrap, man. So he just you said he fighting what, like every other month or something like that, every 2 months right now.
Yeah, man, he been fighting like every 2 months now, bro. Like, yeah, he been fighting a lot lately, man. And Eddie Hearn's been keeping him fresh, keeping him, he's been keeping them busy, man. A bunch that definitely stayed busy, man. But right now, I'm gonna tell you how many times he's fought since he's been with Eddie Hearn. Since he's been with Eddie Hearn, let's see, how many times has he fought?
Yeah, I don't think he's been with him that long. A lot of people
He's
don't know
been
he has
fighting.
struggles.
Yeah, look, yeah, he been fighting. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how long he been with Eddie Hearn. How long has he been with Eddie Hearn?
Ain't been that long.
Oh, okay. He only had how long? You said how long?
It ain't been that long, I don't think. He just signed with him, I think, recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, anyways, in 2016, he fought. This is his fights. Look at this shit. In 2015, he fought he fought in October 2015. 2015, he fought in November. 2016, only 2 months later, he fought in January. 2016, he fought in February. 2016, he fought in March. 2016, he fought in May. 2016, he fought in June. And then there was a 5-month span. So I think that's when he signed him, because it was that 5 months in between from 2016 from June of 2016 to what is that? November of 2016. He did not fight, so that's 5-month span. That's a lot of span for him. And he fought in November 2016, then he fought in 2017. Oh, nope. I take all that back. I think he signed with Eddie Hearn after 2016. I think he signed with Eddie Hearn in 2017, because in 2017 he only fought one time that whole year. So I think he fought in 2017. He fought the only fight he fought in 2017 was against Miguel Cobos, which was 10-2, 10-12, and he fought in February 24th, and he only fought that one time in February. And then his next fight was in damn, he took almost a 1.5 year layoff. So I think his first fight with Eddie Hearn was Stenius. I can't even pronounce his name. He fought anyways. He was 10-9 and he fought him in 2018 in August 4th, 2018, and he fought him on August 4th, 2018, and before that he fought on February 24th, 2017. So yeah, you guys, that's Anthony Sims. That's a guy to watch out for. But yeah, man. Bayside Boxing says,
go ahead.
Oh, you good. Bayside Boxing says Hearns has to make the dates for his events. Fighters need breaks to stay at optimum performance. He's risking his fighters for his own personal gain. Heyman lets the fighters decide when to fight. But yeah, Heyman lets his fighters sit too goddamn much. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up, dog. You know, there's a time and a place to sit and chill and all that and get your health back and, get back on and do. But when you're fighting guys in 4-round fights that ain't even scheduled to go one round and their fucking record is, 10-16, you can fight damn near every month, dude. You not fighting no fucking world-class fighters. What they mean by that is when you're fighting guys like Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter, you can't fight Sean Porter's back to back 3 times a year. That's what they mean by that. Like, you can't fight the top echelon of your sport and of your division 3 times a year. You can fight 7 times, 8 times, 9 times a year if you're fighting D-class at best fighters that don't even see the overhand right coming, that don't even see the left hook coming. Body shots they take for days and get knocked out by. These are the opponents we're talking about. We're not talking about guys that are aficionados in their division, but like I said, man, you guys in the chat, you guys will learn a lot about boxing, man, listening to this channel and, like that, you know what I mean? But Corley Boxing says, are you watching Jaron Ennis and Clarissa Shields this weekend? Hell yeah. Miss Boxing Fanatic says, Corey, when these fighters sign contracts, they sign for a specific amount of fights per year. I know that. Christian Kid Cat says definitely is. And the fact that need came out that he signed up for it, but not need came out. What? This dude, read that joint. Read if it's me reading that joint phrase, you go ahead and read that joint.
Let me see if I can interpret.
I can't even read it no more because that joint
definitely is. And the fact that he came out and he signed up for it, but no need. He came out, they refused it. That's more than who's he referring to?
We can't. Hey, Black Horseman, we can't hear you. What did you say?
Nah, yeah, you can't even read. Like when a person in class and they really can't understand what they reading and shit, and they want to mumble it so that
yeah. I was like, yo, I ain't hear you though.
Yeah, I don't even know who's he referring to. Oh, Nick Diaz. He says, Black Horseman question, is refusing VADA suspicious? I think so. Well, I talked about that earlier, so that's who he's responding to. I think that's who he was responding to, Nick Diaz. I think it is. Without a doubt, it is. Without a motherfucking doubt, it is. Y'all already know how I feel about it, but I ain't gonna go that hard. This is Corey Lee Boxing. Y'all know how I do on my channel.
But yeah, man. But Bayside Boxing says, I feel you, but listen to Gary Russell Jr. He said he decided to take the time off for his family. That's just Gary Russell Jr., dude. That's a very, very small percentage of PBC fighters that want time off. The majority of PBC fighters are fucking mad as hell that they don't get fight dates that when they want them, dog. Like, real talk. They love Al Heyman to death, but they want fight dates. It's only but so much love you can have when you're not fighting consistently enough. And not only do fighters need to fight consistently enough, some of these fighters get in trouble when they don't fight. When they're not fighting, dog, they go to strip clubs and smack the shit out of strippers. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A la Gervonta Davis. A la Adrian Broner. These are PBC A-side fighters. They need fight dates, man. So I don't want to hear this. Fighters are happy. Fighters are this. Fighters are that. No, man. Hell no, man. Hell no, man. Let it rip, Black Horseman.
Yeah,
Shit, dog.
I agree with you. They got too much time on their hands, and if they did have more fight dates, they would stay out of trouble. We wouldn't be hearing about them catching a case, fighting somebody in the bar, things, stupid shit like that, punching, what I'm saying, innocent bystanders, stupid shit. So these guys got too much time on their hands, in my personal opinion. And other fighters that are staying active, that immediately have a fight lined up after they finish one, they're not getting in trouble because they occupied, you know. But I agree with you, Corey. I think Heyman letting his fighters sit too much. They sitting a little too much and getting into a lot of trouble, man. A lot of these guys are still young. They young minded, and they just getting into trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? So if these guys had more fights scheduled, they can stay out of trouble. They can stay busy. They focus, keep the weight off. And that's another thing because with all this time off, they ballooning up in weight. And then by the time they come back, they can't fulfill the fight date that they have scheduled because they can't get the weight off in damn time.
Hell no, dog. That's what I'm trying to say.
So yeah, it's just ridiculous.
That's like dudes be like way out of shape, and that's another thing. Like we can't ridicule these European fighters like fucking Billy Joe Saunders and like fucking Tyson Fury for going on these binges and getting out of shape, going to these pubs and stuff like that, dude. Just because they're we say that they they are this and they are that and they're bad fighters, dude. We have American fighters that do the same thing, but they go to strip clubs and stuff like that, and we're like, oh man, he's just in a strip club enjoying himself, dude. What the hell you think Billy Joe Saunders and them doing over there? They enjoying themselves too, but in a whole different, way, but in the same way, to be honest with you, but it's they just doing different out there, but they still gain the weight. And, at the end of the day, you have a lot of weight to come out. A lot of weight comes off of you, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. So like, that was one of the fights.
Cleared it up.
Huh?
He cleared up his saying. He repeated the question,
go ahead.
But made it clear. He said it definitely is. And the fact that news came out in the past that Spence had finally enrolled in VADA, but now news is coming out that Spence refused VADA, it's more than suspicious for me a lot. That's because that was a fake news. That was a fake news alert, bro.
What was fake news?
That Errol Spence had enrolled in VADA.
Oh, he still hasn't enrolled?
This nigga's not enrolled in VADA.
Because Miss Boxing Fanatic was saying that he is enrolled.
I'm sorry. You got the wrong information. A lot of channels was putting that up. You know what I mean? They're trying to push that narrative, but it's just not true. It's not true. They haven't updated that on the VADA website. It's a lot of fighters that's on the VADA website that they have not updated on the website. Guys that's already retired, still on there saying that, congratulations, you completed your VADA enrollment, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, if y'all under the impression of that, please don't believe it. Go to BoxRec, it'll let you know. It'll say VADA Clean Boxing Program enrolled on BoxRec. You can go right now, and it doesn't say that. If you see Mikey's enrolled, you will not see that on Errol Spence.
Dang, I was trying to look at see what Miss Boxing Fanatic said that, but I think she did. But like I said, I don't know. Like, did you say that, Miss Boxing Fanatic? She said I don't think he needs to be enrolled with all capital letters. Okay, Miss Boxing Fanatic, my bad. Hands up, shots fired. She put in all capital letters for me, Black Horseman.
You don't need to be enrolled.
She said, I don't think he needs to be enrolled. What do you say to that, Black Horseman?
I feel like VADA is the gold standard of boxing. And these guys have certain banned substances that you can't use. I don't know what I swallowed, man. But they got certain substances that you can't use, period. Whereas on USADA, it's like there's certain substances you can use up until the fight, like 12 hours before the fight, and they consider it out of competition. So USADA and UCAD consider out of competition just not the day of the fight. So if you're in competition, They consider in competition the day of the fight. Out of competition is like training camp, where you can use certain things to give you certain edges and advantages leading into the fight. That's why Billy Joe Saunders got popped with Demetrius Andrade when Demetrius Andrade was using Vada in that fight, because he was under the impression that he can just use all of these banned substances, and he was just like, well, shit, it's out of competition. No, dummy, you in training camp. You are training for this fight. So it don't matter if you want to call it out of competition or in competition. You know, there's certain substances, banned substances that's on Vada's list that you can't use, period. That's why they randomly test you all year round to make sure you're not using this shit. So it's not the same. They're not on the same level. If y'all want to compare USADA and Vada, it's not the same shit. Y'all got to do a little bit more research on this shit. So when people say, you know, he don't need to enroll, that's the same thing as saying is he don't need to be clean all year round. That's the same thing. You know what I mean? Now, I get it. Certain people got certain opinions about it, but I'm not speaking off opinion. I'm speaking on facts. There's certain things that you can use with USADA that you can't get away with when you're using Vada, because Vada is going to have certain has a list of substances that you can't use, and USADA will permit you to use these things leading up into the fight, except for a cutoff, a deadline, like maybe 24 hours before the fight. It got to be clear out your system. Well, anybody can do that. You know what I mean? A lot of these stuff that they use can be clear out of your system in a week, couple days, 24 hours. You know what I mean? So just speaking real, I'm just saying. So when you're using Vada, man, it's a whole different standard. It's random. They get a hair sample, blood, urine, you know, and if you pop dirty for it, man, it's a wrap. Fight is off, you know. But the A side is Errol Spence, so he can dictate what testing can be implemented, and he wants to use USADA. USADA has more loopholes, man. You can get away with shit with USADA. Just keeping it 100. So people can take that how they want to take it, but at the end of the day,
you want to take it, man. He speaking that facts right there for you. But yeah, man. Let me read some of these other fights coming up, and let me know what your thoughts are on them Black Horseman promotions. Let me see what you think about those. Oh yeah, man. Gotta throw this one in there, dog. I forgot, man.
Hold on, let me clear some up, because she think I'm shitting on her. No, I'm not. I'm just speaking passionate about what's real.
You gotta speak passionate, dog. You know, we know that you are women in the chat, but you know what I'm saying? We trying to respect y'all as much as we can, but we gotta tell y'all the real too, though.
So
go ahead and tell them what you feel. Go ahead.
If she don't know about Vada like that,
yeah, let her know. Let her know, though. Let her know. You gotta inform her, Black Horseman. Let her know.
Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, go ahead, bro. I'm listening to you, man, because she, you know.
Huh?
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. But she was at me too, though. She was like, you know, when I was saying something about, you know, Vada and stuff like that and shit like that, she was like, she said something like, you know, and like I said, I was trying to look for her what she said, her comment, but like I said, I couldn't find the jump, man, you know. But like I said, man, all we doing right now is we just putting it on there. She says, Miss Boxing Fanatic says, don't tell me to do research. I know just as much if I know just as much if you do on the subject. You don't know what I know. Oh,
no doubt. Nick Diaz says it costs more for USADA. Vada is an independent drug testing. USADA is a voluntary drug organization. Mayweather paid, he says, $200,000 for drug testing under
that
USADA.
Shit is expensive, though. I mean, it is expensive.
Throwing money at USADA.
Oh, okay. Miss Boxing Fanatic says I was talking about Tyson Fury. Yeah, man. Nick Diaz says Miss Boxing Fanatic is misinformed. Black Horse tell the truth. I mean, like I said, man, it's all about, you know, where you getting
y'all ain't gotta do that, bro. She got her opinion.
So she got her opinion. You know, she got her opinion, man. Miss Boxing Fanatic, we got love for you. You know, it ain't a Black Horseman versus Miss Boxing Fanatic. It's just like y'all got two separate opinions about the situation. And that's just what it is, you know. So it's all love, but you know, moving forward, you know, we like I said, to end it all, Black Horseman Promotions, is Errol Spence enrolled in clean boxing program?
Vada clean boxing program? Absolutely not.
Okay, that's all I want to know. All right, that's all we need to know. All right. So moving on. Undefeated welterweight champion Keith Thurman will end a 22-month layoff from injury when he faces former title challenger Josecito Lopez January 26th on Fox at the Barclays Center. Thurman is looking to get past Lopez and move to the front of the line in the crowded 147-pound division. On that undercard, Adam Kownacki meets Gerald Washington in an intriguing heavyweight bout. What's your thoughts on that, Black Horseman? Keith Thurman's finally back.
Yeah, I mean, about time. That's the first thought. It's about time this nigga came back. But yeah, it was January 26th. I mean, you know, it was a smart decision for him to not take that Sean Porter fight after this long ass layoff, because Sean Porter would probably got his ass for sure, because it's just too long of a layoff, man. And Sean Porter's been more active, and I think Sean Porter has more momentum right now. But I mean, he's going against Josecito Lopez, who I believe is going to be trained by Robert Garcia. So, you know, Robert Garcia might be able to come up with a good little game plan for him, for, you know, what he's able to bring in that ring. But I don't see Josecito Lopez as a very, you know, a top level welterweight with a lot of skills or a lot of power. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think Keith Thurman, you know, if he comes back in tip-top form, you know, he should be able to pull out a stoppage. You know what I mean? Now, he might try to get the rounds in because it's been a while. And we might see a little bit of ring rust, kind of like how we seen with Danny and Brandon Rios when Danny had the little layoff. But Keith Thurman says
Danny stay on layoffs, dog. I don't understand it, man. For real, man. I don't understand it, man. That's one of my favorite fighters, man. But at some point, them layoffs start affecting you, dog. I don't care who you are. Straight up. Cold hard facts. Them layoffs start affecting you, dog. Straight up. You can't tell me that a fucking, you know, 8-month layoff is not going to affect you in the fight of your life against another champion that's hungry, not maybe just as hungry, or not maybe hungrier than you are. You can't tell me that 8-month layoff is not going to affect you. This guy you fighting coming off a 5-month layoff, not, you know, being, you know, quote unquote, you know, semi-active, you know. But like I said, man, you know, these PBC fighters, man, they take layoffs, and I think that shit hinders their career, man. I really do. I think that, you know, a lot of these fights, like Danny Garcia, man, who's to say he wouldn't have beat, you know, with being a little bit, you know, busier of a fighter? Who's to say he wouldn't have beat, you know, Keith Thurman and Sean Porter? You know, it was not by a wide margin that he lost to those guys. It was by a close margin. Who's to say he wouldn't beat those guys? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those type of situations where, you know, it's deeper than just, you know, what a lot of people think, man. But go ahead, my brother. Ooh, Golden State Warriors playing Houston Rockets tonight. No Carmelo, though. We might win. Go ahead, bro.
You a Rockets fan, right?
Yeah, nigga.
You said no Carmelo, but y'all might win?
I said no Carmelo, so we might win. Yeah, I think Carmelo was hindering our team.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, I'm like, so he wasn't an asset to your team?
Nah, he was a liability.
Wow.
I knew that when we signed him, man. He don't play no defense, you know. And I mean, a lot of people in the NBA do play, you know, the best defense, but I mean, and when you don't have that good of defense, and that you're not as the player that you used to be on the offensive side too, you start to wonder, like, yo, can I really use this player, you know? Or can I get a player that's not?
You think he's kind of like he got that T.O. type of feel, like he got talent.
I don't know, because like I said, I don't know what type of player he is off the court, or I don't know what type of player he is, you know,
but when it comes to like team chemistry,
practices and stuff. Like I said, I don't know what type of player he is, but you know, his resume speaks for itself. You know, he's always been about the money. Always been about the money. You know, and the Houston Rockets, the first time that he'd been with the Houston Rockets, that was his first time riding the bench, you know, or not riding the bench, but coming off the bench, you know, and he had to suck that up to do that. But is it a little too late? Should he have been doing that early, like, you know, a couple years ago? Should he have been, you know, not even for coming out the bench, just, you know, for the money though, just for the money, you know, should he have been just took a little pay cut to win a championship? Is winning that important to Carmelo? We don't know. You know, we don't. I don't think so. I don't think, you know, if I thought if winning was more important, he would have made different changes in his career earlier in his career. But that's just my opinion. Go ahead, Black.
No, I was just when you made that comment, I was like, damn. I mean, I it's kind of harsh, man. I just think that Melo should be a starter on somebody's squad, but you know, sometimes you got to be willing to humble yourself, man, to be on a winning team. You know, somebody might be a better at that position than you. You got to be willing to be the sixth man, or what I mean, take that, come off the bench, man, to help your team if you really about winning championships. But otherwise, it could just be where he bought the money. But I guess back on the box, what was the other fight you mentioned? Because you said Keith Thurman and Josito Lopez, and then the other one you said,
Oh, Jared Washington versus Adam Konaki.
oh man, Adam Konaki gonna
I got
probably win,
Konaki
bro.
probably winning that fight. Yeah, I got him winning that fight.
I'm sorry, man. I just can't believe in Jared Washington no more, bro. And I share that nigga for Cali native and everything, but man, this nigga be all the muscles and height and all of that shit. He be in there again. He just mediocre to me, bro. He mediocre, man.
Ooh.
I just see him declining, as by every fight now. Like he's not progressing. And I don't think for some reason this man don't have stamina, man. Like he 3-4 rounds, he done. He breathing out his mouth. It's like he dangerous for the first 3 rounds. Then after that, it's over, bro. It's over. He trying to survive because he out of gas. Kanaki might just walk him down, man. Might
You
walk
think
him
so?
down, break him down, and just if he don't knock him out, he probably just gonna dominate him, man. Because I just think Joe Washington, man, he got conditioning problems or something. He be looking like he in tip top shape, but he get in there and gas out. So I don't know. I don't have confidence in him. I pick Kanaki to win.
Yeah, but I mean that's another thing too, you guys. You gotta understand, man. It's one of those type of situations where these fighters are coming to fight, dude, and they're not taking a back seat for no fighter. Like, they fighters of today right now, it's all about, keep winning, having that O in contact. I mean in contact, you know what I mean? And not letting that O go. Like Keith Thurman said, I'm not afraid to let my O go. If you beat me, beat me. My mama beat me, my daddy beat me, but I want to see these guys fight the best, and Adam Konaki he's steadily increasing his level of competition. He just fought Charles Martin to a unanimous decision, and that was a really good fight. I love that fight.
Yeah.
And now he's fighting Jared Washington. Jared Washington had the chance to fight. I think Joe Joyce was on the chopping block. Jared Washington is starting to become almost like a journeyman. Almost like if you can't beat Gerald Washington, you can't advance your career to the next level. He's like a measuring stick. Pause. But it's like one of those type of situations where it's like, are you on that level or are you on like that level? You know what I mean? Like, so Gerald Washington is right in the middle of the heavyweights. He's not the worst heavyweight you've seen, but he's not the best heavyweight you ever seen. That's why the likes of Joe Joyce, Big Baby Miller, Deontay Wilder, that's why they fought these people like that because of that alone,
Yeah.
But like I said, it's one of those type of situations where we got to see. Evil Green says all that muscles for nothing. You meant to say all those muscles? Yo, these dudes be thinking I can't read or I can't like really like, you know what I mean? But it don't even be me though. But yeah, Ronald Finkley says we only understand the fight game and all it's entitles. Yeah. Quincy says Jarrell Miller fighting this week. He's fighting this week again already? Damn, they be having some quick turnarounds over there.
Bro.
Huh?
That fat nigga be staying active, bro.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him, man. I guess
remember he was supposed to face
Gerald. What? No, he was supposed to face who?
Manuel Char, I think, for the WBA.
He's fighting for that WBA regular strap though, because Manuel Char I just seen got suspended.
He popped dirty. So I don't know. I think the replacement.
Christian in the chat says they're making money, but they're they're taking the building approach rather than the legacy approach. And I understand it, but we as boxing fans don't get the fights we want.
What do you think
Chris,
the building approach means?
I guess that he meant to say that they're building instead of, like
Oh, like say if you
building
just
their
use an
career. Yeah, he's
example.
building their career instead of like fighting the best right now. Like they're taking the necessary steps you need to take to build your career. Because let's be honest, if Jarrell Big Baby Miller fought Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua next, he getting sparked straight up, straight the fuck up. And if you think otherwise, holla at me.
You
Because
think
you
he'll get
don't know. Because if you think the other way, if you think otherwise, you don't know shit about boxing, dog. In my opinion, yes, you can pick Jarrell Miller on some like, well, I believe, but that's what I'm saying. If you believe in Jarrell Miller that much, where he could beat Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, break it down for me right now. Break it down for me. We can have that discussion right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there was people in the chat before that thought that Big Baby Miller could beat Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And I swear to God, I got to go back and, you know what? I might just go back and look at those old chats we used to have with like Cali Enigma, World Breaker Fighting, fucking Goodfella, a.k.a. the Boxing Clinic. Like all those guys, dog, they used to say, certain things, but I don't know if they ever went on a limb and said, like, man, I'll pick, some of those guys, I'm not going to name no names because I don't know for sure because I don't want to quote them wrong. But some of those guys that I named picked Jarrell Miller over Anthony Joshua. Because that's why I was like dumbfounded. I was like, really? What the fuck? Like, yo, you really think that? Like, but that's how much that's how bad they hate Anthony Joshua, that they will pick that level over Anthony Joshua. Yeah. But at the end of the day, dog, you gotta have boxing. You gotta have like boxing sense. You can't go on like because you mad at a fighter, you don't think he's gonna beat a fighter. Yeah, like, and I feel like a lot of boxing fans do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They go with the guy who they want to win and not really look at the skills.
I feel like a lot of boxing fans do that. Yup. I feel like a lot of boxing fans do that though. Quincy says the only guy scared of Wilder is Anthony Joshua. Christian says, I agree, Ronald, but I still want to see Spence versus Thurman at 100%. Welterweight packed, same as the 160-pound division. I want to see them all fight each other. Honestly, not even to cheer for one. I'm trying to see great fights. Best fight the best. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how do you feel about Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller? How do you feel about him?
I mean, it's extraordinary how this guy's able to maintain his stamina round by round and he that fat. That should be blowing me away. But I think he's doing like all the dirty work for like Wilder and Joshua. What I mean by that is like the guys that are on a come up or like trying to put themselves in a position to face for a title. It's like he's taking those guys out. So it's like, it seems like he's like first in line to have a shot. Now, I mean, the motherfucker won a rolling bottom, so he's not going to get no shot at the WBC. And he complained, talking about, man, it's like having a second wife, you know what I mean? I don't know motherfuckers need to know my whereabouts and all this shit. He makes a bunch of dumb excuses why he can't roll bottom. But he act like he really believes he can beat Anthony. He really believes that, I guess. Called him a pussy in his face, talking about I smell pussy and all that. I'm like, damn, bro, like, okay. Maybe you really believe you can beat him, but I just think that this guy, man, he don't. I mean, he's a big dude, but
yeah, 300 pounds, 315.
Yeah, but he don't have like Wilder and Joshua power, but he's pretty mobile. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty slick for a big dude, though. Like, he's able to avoid certain big shots. But I've just seen, I mean, he actually got a stoppage in his last fight, but the fight before that, it went, I think it went the whole 12. I was like, damn, why you can't get this dude out of here? It seemed like he was hitting him with everything. So, I don't really know, like, as far as how I rate his power, anybody that's over 300, they hit you flush, nigga, you can go to sleep. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I just think that this guy, man, You know, I don't really like him, you know, his personality and all that. But this dude, I would like to see him face my nigga Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? I'm not even thinking about him facing Wilder and Joshua right now. I think he got more work to do before he gets to that level. But see if you can handle my boy Ortiz, and we can go from there. You know what I mean?
Oh, Tim B says Corey or Black. Who's going to come out on top at 147 pounds in the next 2 years? Damn, that's a good question, yo.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let Black Horseman go first. I'm gonna let him hang himself. Cause I'm
Let me do it first,
I'm
huh?
gonna
Let me get my shit. Let me wrap my neck around this nigga. If any of you niggas push this stool off and I hang my
yeah, I'm gonna let him go right inside that joint, yo.
You know me, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm black, nigga. I don't
oh shit, yo, this is too funny.
That's a good fucking question, dog. That's a real good question, man.
Oh shit! Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, if you like what you're seeing.
Man, who comes out on top at 147 in the next 2 years? Man, hopefully within the next year we can see Crawford facing one of these PBC fighters. You know what I mean? Otherwise, he's just gonna be on a lonely ship. And I don't see nobody else on that other side beating Crawford. But it may be a situation where hopefully Crawford, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, those guys can all mix it up, and we'll see who come out. Now I'm gonna just deal with that. I think out of those three, it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. I think Sean Porter got a good chance, man. He got momentum. He's a champ. Thurman, if he comes back 100%, he got a chance. He's a champ. Errol Spence definitely has the most momentum. He has a chance, of course, to beat all those guys, man. But, you know, I honestly, truly just right now, if I had to make a decision, if those fights will happen, I would say Errol Spence. But if I'm gonna say for all, you know, who will come out on top, I would just say I would say Crawford, man. I still think Crawford beats Spence. You know, there's still question marks about Spence against Thurman and Sean Porter, but that's just my. If you had to ask me today who I feel will come out, being that you know we don't know how Thurman's gonna look, and based on how Sean Porter's style, I think Spence can get him. You know what I mean? So I think Spence will come out on top on the PBC side. If they made that fight happen between Crawford and Spence, I gotta pick Crawford right now. So that I'm gonna say Crawford.
Yeah, that's for real shit though.
Christian says Crawford won't get them till a PBC fighter has 3 belts. That sucks right there. Buzz being blackballed. I mean, it's like they really disrespecting the dude too, man. Like I seen the interview and they was asking Thurman questions about it. Of course, Spence is not really showing him no respect. It's just like, man, they really being disrespectful to Crawford, in my opinion. Now, I know he just got there. I know they can say, oh, only person he beat was Jeff Horn and Benavidez, but they kind of just like acting as if like Crawford's nothing. Like, you know, like act like they just unimpressed. They just kind of just being arrogant, man. Just being arrogant, bro. I just feel like, you know,
being arrogant.
The PBC fighters, when it comes to when they ask questions about Crawford, they just being a little overly like arrogant and not really giving him the respect as a fighter, man. Like you're not considered #1 pound for pound or up there #2, whatever, for just being nothing.
Hey, hold on. This dude Tim B says your turn, Corey. Same question. All right, so let me answer this real quick. Let me answer this, John, because they have my neck right now. Let me answer this, Jane. So yeah. What's the best thing I could say? I'm gonna just say that my personal opinion is right now I'm gonna have to go with right now, dog. I'm gonna have to go with let me see the ages real quick, because you said in 2 years.
They all around the same age, I think.
Nah, but you know, Errol Spence got a little bit of age on him. I mean, a little bit of there. He's a little bit younger than all of the top welterweights. He's the youngest top welterweight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Keith one time was born in 88. That makes him 30. Okay, that ain't number 2 years. I got Keith Thurman being the best welterweight out of all of them, and I'm gonna stay on that. I've been stating that for a while now.
Wait a minute. I thought Spence was your #1 welterweight.
He is my #1 welterweight right now, but Keith Thurman was out of the bracket when this happened. You gotta factor in that,
so right now, because they asked you. Well, that's why I answered it based on if you had asked me right now.
Nah, dog. He said in the next 2 years. He said that. You said that. You know that. Don't try to redo your joint because I did my joint.
Nah, nigga. I respect your answer.
Nah, I know.
You just shocked me with that one because I thought you was riding nigga Errol Spence till the wheels fall off, nigga. Like that's what I thought. But Thurman ponytail, I didn't think you would go that route. That's shocker right there. This is exclusive right here on Corey Box. Nigga said Thurman. God damn. Tim B said this is deep. Love the commentary, Corey.
Oh shit. Oh man, we got a donation. What? Let me see though.
Oh no, my bad. I was just.
Oh okay.
I was thrown by
this is deep. Love the commentary, Corey and Black. Oh yeah, that was dope. But I just think right now, I think Keith Thurman because stylistically he's a really good fighter, and I just think that I think he'll do his thing at you know, I think he'll do his thing for the next 2 to 3 to 4 years, you know. But I do not think all of these top welterweights right now will have the longevity of a Floyd Mayweather. That comes around once in a lifetime. So, you know,
mean, like be able to dominate up until like 40,
like 37, 38. Like, no, none of these welterweights right now will have that longevity. I'm saying it here first, and I'm not hating on them. I'm just being real. You know?
Here's the next question.
Because none of these fighters had the same work ethic as Floyd Mayweather, and all of these fighters drink. All of these fighters party. You know what I mean? And Floyd Mayweather does none of that, dog. So, you know, I gotta stay.
Well, I don't know about Thurman and Crawford or Porter.
Thurman does drink. You know, he's been on record saying that. Yes, he does. But he has before. I'm not saying I don't know if he does now, but he has before. Errol Spence does. Adrian Broner does. Sean Porter enjoys himself. Let me see. Danny Garcia has been known to do it. Him and his girlfriend broke up for a couple of days because she said that in an interview. And yeah, she goes deep, you know, because Danny Garcia said he doesn't do any of that. And then him and his girlfriend got the argument. And she said on her Instagram account or her Twitter account that this nigga out here drinking, enjoying himself. He telling y'all that he ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah, dog. Yo, this was around the time that he fought Lamont Peterson. This is around that time.
Y'all's WBC champion out here drinking Swift drinks. No, I'm joking.
Ex former world champion.
Ex-former world champion. Hey, so here's the next question, man. So out of they asked us who we feel is gonna come out on top. So out of all those same fighters, man, who do you feel is gonna retire first? Because you said they're not gonna have longevity as Floyd Mayweather. I agree with you. So it seems like the way the mentality of a lot of these fighters nowadays is they looking to secure a big bag so that they can just get out of the sport, you know what I'm saying, ASAP. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who
right
gonna be
now,
first.
I'm gonna say right now, you said who gonna be first what?
To chunk the deuce, man. Be like, nigga, all right, I made my money, I'm out of here. Like, who do you feel is gonna be the first out of those top welterweights?
I think Keith Thurman would be the first too. That's another one I think was gonna be the first. Because he's already hinted at, you know, once he you know, gets what he needs and stuff, like once he gets the belts that he wants, he's gonna retire. But he's gonna retire on top. And I think that he also has the fortitude and the know-how to just say, yeah, man, I'm good. You know, I don't have a crazy spending habit. Like Keith Thurman said in the interview, dog, when he became world champion, he was still driving a Prius, a Toyota Prius, I believe they're called. And they're like half electric, half gas. he drove that joint, dog. And he said it was one of the most ugliest cars. And he said, and then he was like, well, he wanted to do road course racing, so he got a Mustang. And then he got another Mustang. But he said he's not out here buying $100,000 cars, 200,000 cars. He said dudes on PBC with far less revenue than he's got are buying Bentleys and shit. And he's just like, I don't know, like that's what they do, but that's not what I do. He said, but I ain't gonna judge what they do.
Right, they doing that shit for the grind.
So I just think Keith Thurman is just different in all the other welterweights, just completely.
I do too. Yeah,
you know,
and that's why I was fucking with Thurman tough, and I still fuck with him. You know what I mean? Because his mentality is different from all them other dudes. If you're talking about Broner, if you're talking about Spence, if you're talking about
who do you guys think that'll be out, still on top, or just be out, while they still are, relatively good and still, who you think is gonna be out the game around that time?
Yeah, two people already said Thurman.
Okay, Thurman's out. Okay, yeah. Thurman for the second time. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm gonna wrap the show up, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at, man. And I got the Rockets beating the Warriors tonight. Stay tuned, dog. Corey Lee Boxing, baby. I love the Rockets, baby. You know that. And future interviews coming soon. I know I'm gonna work on doing an interview tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And on top of that, man, I just want to also say thank you to Black Horseman for coming in. I know he was out for dinner and stuff. And thank you for taking the time out and joining me, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you having me on. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the chat that supports Corey Lee Boxing, man, that participated. Y'all don't understand, man. You guys make all this possible, man. Just you guys tuning in, smashing the like button, raising the visibility on YouTube, man, and getting more people involved. More subscribers is coming to the channel, things like that, man. So much appreciated to you guys. And once again, we ain't got to agree on everything, man. But one thing about Black, man, I know my shit, bro. For the most part, I do my research. So you ain't got to agree with me, but that don't mean I'm wrong. You feel me? But if I am wrong about something, I'm man enough to come back and say, oh, I made a mistake on this. You know what I mean? Shit, I was fucking wrong about Bellew beating Usyk, and I had to eat crow on that. So shit, Corey Lee Boxing one up me on that shit. You know what I mean? But as a grown motherfucking man, I can admit that shit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, big salute to Corey Lee Boxing, man. Just really staying true to who he is, man, and speaking his mind, speaking his piece, how you do, and yeah, man. As far as me, you guys, you know what I'm saying, on all social media platforms, Black Horse Promotions, man. If y'all want to support me on my channels, all over, man. Also on Facebook as well, man. I'm starting to put more work in on my Facebook channel, Black Horse Promotions, and my website. So y'all just look out for me there as well. And don't miss this weekend, man. We got Clarissa Shields scrapping. We got Big Baby Back Rib Miller. He gonna be fighting as well.
We're gonna be covering all that shit too.
Yeah, and also Jaron Enos, undefeated.
We're gonna be covering that Showbox tomorrow, so y'all guys be prepared. We're gonna be covering that
tomorrow.
Covering that joint tomorrow.
Jaron Enos is a beast, so y'all got to make sure y'all tune in for that as well. So great, this is a great weekend of boxing, man. So appreciate all y'all, man. I'm out, man. It's Black.
Hey, man, thank you guys, everybody, for showing up. Thank you guys, Black, again, for showing up and coming on the live stream. We will be going live tomorrow. And thank you guys so much, man. You guys make the show go. Please share this, please, with all your heart and all your passion for the sport of boxing. Please share this on all social media. Facebook it too. I don't have a Facebook for my boxing, so please share that, man. If you want to donate, you can donate to the PayPal or the Venmo, or you can donate to the Super Chat. And so thank you so much, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing signing out, you guys. Peace out, man. Later.